Hi, Dr. B here. As part of this chapter on thinking and intelligence, I want to include a little information about animal intelligence and their ability to use language. You know, if only they could talk, right? Maybe they can. I want to introduce to you some little friends of mine, and I think you're going to be greatly interested and intrigued by what you're about to see as well. So let's find out just what some animals do know about language.
That looks stupid, Mom.
Not as stupid as sheep, mind you, but pigs are definitely stupid.
Excuse me. No, we're not.
Good heavens.
It took high-tech models and banks of computers to make. But at its core, Babe expresses an age-old human fantasy, talking animals.
Our mom called us all the same.
And what was that, dear?
She called us all Babe.
Meet Hamlet.
He's a couch potato pig, aren't you, huh?
He's Hammy to his friends. And meet Hammy's best friend, psychology professor Sally Boyson.
Hamlet, you want a dog biscuit? Hammy, sit. Go further down than that. Further down to sit. There's so much lore and anecdotes around about how pigs are smart. And I don't know that we have very much empirical or scientific evidence to support that.
4 years ago, Sally set out to see how smart Hamlet is. She used 3 different objects, each with its own sign.
Ball! Ball, Hammy. Ball! Hammy, where's the ball? Good boy, Hamlet!
Eventually, Hamlet learned to associate signs with objects, but it took a laborious 2 years of training. By the way, during the original research, Sally was always careful to avoid the clever Hans effect. No eye movements or nods or gestures that might tip Hamlet off.
Sorry to interrupt. I want to quickly explain what is meant by the clever Hans effect that was just mentioned here. When animal researchers work with the intelligence of animals, they are always having to be careful not to commit something called the clever Hans effect. So this horse here, this is a picture of clever Hans, and I'll show you a real quick clip in a second here that explains what he did and why he's famous. So researchers are always really careful to avoid this so-called clever Hans effect of manipulating animal behavior through things that they might not even be realizing that they're doing. So animals sometimes respond to people, the gestures, the facial expressions, movements that they make, sounds that they make, and we can mistakenly think that their abilities exceed what they really are. So watch this real quick and it'll be explained, then we'll go back to the movie.
Clever Hans. Supposedly a remarkable horse capable of solving complex math problems, reading, and even understanding German, Hans would answer questions by tapping his hoof. Upon investigation, however, psychologists determined that Hans was in fact simply taking cues from the audience as well as his trainer. For example, the audience would start to gasp as he reached the correct number of hoof taps. So, although Hans probably wasn't a mathematical genius, he still made for a pretty clever horse.
Okay, sorry for the interruption. Let's get back to Sally Boyson and little Hamlet.
Frisbee! Frisbee!
Hamlet's memory's pretty good. Sally hasn't tested him for 3 years.
Very
But simple associations like these are his limit. He can't use the signs in any other way, and we can't see his mind at work.
Very nice. There's a whole lot more to naming than just associating even an abstract symbol of some sort or a gesture with an object. He'd need to be able to use that name or that symbol in a lot of different ways to show us that he had a different understanding that was beyond a mere association.
We're on the California coast at Santa Cruz. Here, the animals have a little more to say than Hamlet. How many tanks do you have here?
Well, we have 2 right here, and then there are several back there. We're going to have to use this antiseptic here, this little foot bath, before we go on deck.
Okay.
And these are the objects that she'll be working with.
I'm here to have a conversation with Rocky, a very friendly sea lion.
You want a kiss?
All right, give me a kiss. Hey, give me a... Oh, God.
Yeah, she's kind of a sloppy kisser, isn't she? That's very nice. That feels good, Rocky.
As soon as you get the okay to start ball, you turn them up like this, palm up.
First, I have to learn Rocky's language, 24 signs.
Out the outline of a ball.
You go up and down?
Right. Put it down.
Next, the sign touch with flipper, followed by go do it when I drop my foot.
Drop the foot.
Okay. I almost went in.
So it would look something like.
Now here's cube.
Okay. All right, and so we're gonna merge that with the action signs. So give me a flipper touch. Show me what. Okay, that's good. And tail touch. I think that's about it. They look decent for a first timer.
Decent.
And I think.
High standard.
Well, I could have.
Well,
said
I probably have some kind of an accent. I hope she recognizes my accent.
Okay, let's talk.
Grab a couple of pieces of fish. Just toss them in. She knows you're gonna feed her. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Okay, now point to your foot. Oh, there you go. All right, now we're gonna give her cube flipper touch.
You ready?
Okay, cube. Flipper touch. Okay, she wasn't quite sure about that.
That was very
Okay,
good.
put your
She
foot back
sure
up.
looks cute.
Rocky's not happy. She doesn't know what I'm talking about.
Let's do a ball tail touch.
Ball, tail touch. Okay.
Okay,
Okay, ball. Looking good. Rocky checks for the ball
okay.
and tail touch. Oh, no, she does ball fetch.
Did a ball.
Now what, is this my accent that's getting her confused or what?
All right, let's try again in my best signing.
Okay,
Ball,
okay.
tail touch.
There she goes, okay. Whoa, far out, bravo. Terrific.
It's an exhilarating feeling to really get through to an animal.
Good, huh?
Do a cube flipper. Remember flipper touch. Okay,
Cube,
okay.
flipper touch.
Okay, very good.
Now I'm going to ask a question.
Okay,
Football,
okay.
is it here? Rocky heads right for the yes button.
Hey, bravo.
Very good.
It's great in show business, isn't it?
Once Rocky gets used to my accent, it's obvious she really does get it.
Okay.
She knows, at some level at least, what my signs mean. And unlike Hamlet the pig, she can use them in different ways. So with Rocky, there's at least a brief glimpse into an animal mind.
Yeah, she did. She clicked her with her flipper.
She did.
In fact, over the years, there have been several examples of simple communication with animals.
Give me a kiss.
This is Washoe the chimp in the late 1960s. Watch Washoe make a sign meaning open. Washoe was raised from infancy by researchers Alan and Beatrix Gardner, who treated Washoe as if she were a human child. Washoe learned to use over 130 American Sign Language signs by the time she was 5 years old. For instance, these signs mean me, Washoe. It was a tremendous breakthrough, and the Gardners later repeated and extended their success with 4 other chimps. These experiments showed that animals and humans could communicate using a human language, opening up the possibility of our probing other animals' thoughts by simply talking.
Come on, what is it? Good boy.
The payoff of easy two-way human-animal communication can be seen with Alex the parrot.
What is it? Good boy.
Yeah,
That's
good
right.
bird.
Alex can distinguish and name different objects
Nail.
Nail, that's right. You're a good birdie. Tell me what color?
and different colors.
What color?
Yellow.
Yellow, that's right.
He can identify different materials.
What matter?
What? Good
Yeah,
boy.
that's right. Very good.
Alex can
How
count.
many? Good boy. How many?
2.
Good parrot. Good boy. 1, 2.
And he can also grasp abstract concepts.
Okay, can you tell me what's different? What's different?
Color.
In case you're wondering, these researchers are also convinced they're not falling into any clever Hans type of traps that might tip Alex off.
Good boy.
Alex can juggle concepts in an astonishing way.
You know, what color bigger? Good boy. Good birdie. Yeah.
And take a look at this.
Oh, yeah. Look. What matter, four-corner blue?
In Alex's personal language, that means, what is the four-cornered blue object made of? He's never been asked this question before, so this is not a circus trick. There are several four-cornered objects and several blue objects, but only one that combines four corners and blue color.
What matter, four-corner blue? Wood, that's right.
I've got to go eat dinner.
Okay.
Alex is one of the most successful examples of an animal using human language.
Be good. You be good.
Through that language, he shows a grasp of abstract concepts like sameness or the idea of combining qualities. But teaching language to animals is not the only way to study how and what they think.
I'm sorry. You're a good boy. I love you.
The fact is, most species simply can't handle the human language. Neither their brains nor bodies are organized that way. And if animals do learn a human language, the vocabulary's limited. It can only cover a fraction of what the animal might think. So the challenge for researchers is to probe animals' minds without the aid of language, to see if somewhere in there could be ideas and concepts. That's what we'll explore for the rest of the program.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed that and found that interesting. Making a connection with an animal is really a unique thing. I mean, anybody that's had a pet of any sort already knows that. And even if you haven't had a pet, you've doubtlessly made some kind of neat connection with an animal somewhere in your life. I love this. I love this bit about Susie Alex the parrot, because it reminds me of my little friend outside my office here in the MP building on 4th Street Mall, right next to me. If you maybe already know this, there's a flower shop called the Flower Fair, and Rachel, one of the owners of that shop, has an African gray parrot. You know, if you've been on 4th Street Mall, you've doubtlessly seen it. So she and I, Susie the parrot, and I have a nice connection going. Okay, so I stop by and I talk with her. Okay, and she talks back. Sometimes in words, more often in bird talk. But we got a little thing going, and it's been for years. I can walk by, and you know, we got a little thing where I'll tilt my head and I'll make a little sound, and she'll tilt her head and do it back to me. And when I walk by at night and she's inside there and they're still working with the door closed, she'll be by the door, and I'll walk by and I'll bob up and down like that, and she'll start bobbing up and down like that. So it's a cute little bond we have. So I am sad to say, though, that Alex the parrot died a year or two ago. And I know Dr. Irene Pepperberg is she was devastated by that. It was an unexpected death, and her work with Alex therefore has ended. She still works with other parrots, I believe, but yeah, that had been just absolutely devastating for her. So I've never met, but my heart goes out to her. Sad loss. So no more new developments that I can report about Alex the parrot. Okay, on with other news. The next bit I want to show you is a continuation of the episode we were just watching here, but they're going to go a little step further with some of the animals. So instead of just seeing a little bit about about some pretty basic language use, and there's controversy over whether they're just mimicking or not, and you can be the judge. I don't think. Personally, I don't think it's just simple mimicry that those animals were engaging in. But doubtlessly in this next episode, they take it a step further, and you'll see the animals are demonstrating pretty sophisticated understanding of what we would call concepts. Okay, concepts are a abstract sort of development that we only really develop a few years into our own lives. Okay, so many of these animals are shown to have concept capabilities that match small children. So take a look, see what you think. I think you'll enjoy this one too.
This is Rio, the star pupil of Ron Schusterman at Santa Cruz.
Risky animal. Yeah. Whoa.
Ron insists that Rio can understand abstract concepts without the aid of any language. Today, she'll show us that she gets the concept of groups or classes. Backstage, they set out cards with one of either 13 letters or 13 numbers. First, Rio's task is to pick just the letters. Learning the letters was an arduous process. It took Rio thousands of trials over more than a year.
The first time she goes through this, she just sees a bunch of symbols.
That's right.
She doesn't know which one's a letter, which one's a number.
That's right.
Those are terms we use.
That's right.
So she looks at these, keeps getting reinforced every time she chooses, let's say, a letter.
That's right.
Once she's consistent at that,
then she forms a class.
To learn numbers, the reward for letters suddenly stops. Rio doesn't like that at all.
And,
it's kind of like a complaint.
Yeah, it is a complaint. You know, where is the food?
No number, no reward. Rio takes a swim break. Finally, Rio starts picking numbers, and she'll continue as long as she's rewarded. By the way, some letters and numbers have extra features, so they're more distinctive. Remember, to Rio, they're just shapes that belong in one abstract group or the other. Today, Ron's going to add a new number. It's actually the number sign.
Now, this is the brand new number.
This is a number she's never seen before?
She's never seen before, right. And I'll tell you why if she gets it correct.
Rio has to include the number sign in the number group. Right now, she's getting rewarded for not picking letters.
Wow,
she almost didn't get it
Yeah,
correct.
no,
She
but
did
that
get
was
it
really
correct.
nice. You could see her mind working there.
Yeah. She uses what we call exclusion. She knows all the letters. She knows the letter set. Don't go to the letter. So whatever that novel thing is, go to that.
It's a better bet for her.
To add a new letter, they first stop rewarding for numbers. Once again, she takes a break.
So now she's in there in the water. She's thinking, they're switching them on me now.
That's correct. That's correct.
And if she gets the idea, she might go for
it might take
right
a few.
away.
Nah, it's a little hard to know. She went to another number.
Okay, so now she's had two wrong.
Yeah.
She ought to get the idea now.
Well, maybe.
On the right is a number, by the way.
Aha. The old light bulb is going on.
Now she's shown the new letter, N. She knows that 8 isn't a letter, so again she picks the N by exclusion. Okay, not bad. Next, we're really going to challenge Rio's understanding of the two groups. This time there's a symbol in the center, and Rio has to find the match from the same group. Now Rio must be prepared to change the group every time.
So B goes with J.
Right. B didn't go with 9. Right. So by the way, I got that, and I wasn't getting a herring.
Here's that new number sign she just learned.
Whoa!
That was great. That was great.
You can almost see her thinking.
Then she gets the same number sign again. Now watch what happens.
Remember, she just got rewarded for
This is you're starting to get to me with this. She just got rewarded for choosing the number sign in a different circumstance.
That's right.
It is now not in the right class.
That's right.
And she doesn't go for it, even though she just got a reward
Yay,
for
Bob.
it. Okay. This is really making an impression on me now.
Ron's research has left little doubt that Rio can work with the abstract concept of class or groups, and there's no language involved.
Are you saying that in some way these animals are reasoning?
Yes. I'm saying they're reasoning, and they're reasoning without language.
I mean, that seems like an extraordinary conclusion to come to. I mean, I can see how you came to it, but doesn't that strike you sometimes? Don't you say to yourself, gee, I'm operating on the idea that these animals are thinking and reasoning.
Well, I didn't always believe that.
Well, when you finally realized you believed it, you must have said to yourself, what an extraordinary thing to think.
That's correct, I did.
We can only speculate how sea lions in the wild might use this ability to form abstract groups. Ron suspects that classifying helps sea lions sort out the many individuals they encounter, labeling them as friend or foe, family or non-family, and so on. In other words, it's an essential part of being a sea lion.
Hi, sweetie.
Here's Sally Boyson, whom we first met with her pig Hamlet. Sally's main work is with chimpanzees, and she thinks they can handle abstract concepts with ease.
Not the same standard, so we're trying to really...
We're going to run a hide-and-seek experiment using a scale model room and a matching real room that's just a few feet away. Sally says that chimps can get the connection between the two, that one can be a symbol for the other.
Here's our little miniature room, and we have a replica of that cupboard. And a little chair right here, blue tub. We have a miniature tree here.
And this little can here?
That's the item we're gonna hide.
Oh, I see.
They'll watch as we hide this, like under the blue tub.
Yeah.
And then I go in the real room and hide a real can of soda. And then the chimp has to pay attention to where we hid it here and then find it in the same place inside.
What's the real room look like compared to this?
Bigger.
Yes, right. Everything in the model has its full-scale counterpart. That doesn't open?
Yeah, it does. The chimps know
You have
how
to be a
open
chimp.
it.
Yeah,
right. You just go like this.
Oh.
It's kind of an IQ test. What can I say? Whoops.
Yeah. We're going to be working with strong, full-grown animals.
You stay out here.
Right. You're going to be in there, huh?
Yeah.
Now, you're safe in there?
Sure. But don't try this at home.
Okay. I've got a chimp at home.
Miss Sheba. Very nice. Okay, she has to get a little rowdy here. This is so much fun, isn't it?
Sheba is 17 years old, raised from age 2 by Sally.
That was impressive, Sheba. Now wait.
That was cute.
That was very impressive. Come on, let's go talk about the scale model study. Oh, real nice.
You know, I've worked with actors like this before. I have to admit, Sheba's not striking me as much of an intellectual yet.
Okay, I've got some real Pepsi for you. All right? All right, where should we hide it? Let's see. I'm gonna take this little one. Are you watching me? Yeah, I'm gonna put it in here. Okay, watch. Put it right in here. I get it right in there, okay? So we put it in here. Shall I show you again? Look, I put it right in here. Isn't that cool? I know I have the makeup on. See my lips? I know I have different makeup on. Now, you see that? We're gonna keep on going. Okay, now you stay right here. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna hide this real one for you, okay? Stay right there. Stay there. Where is it? Where do we put it? In here, right. There's the little one. Okay, go find the real one for me. Hurry, hurry. See if you can find it. Oh, good work.
She gets it open.
Here's Big Snoopy, and this is his little friend. This is
Now
little
look at how a
Snoopy.
2.5-year-old human does in the same experiment.
Okay, look. I'm hiding little Snoopy.
This experiment has been tried with hundreds of children.
You wait here while I go hide Big Snoopy. I'm gonna hide him in the same place in his room, okay?
I'll go find him.
Okay. Okay, Amos. Big Snoopy's ready. Can you come find him? Remember, he's hiding in the same place in his room, but little Snoopy's hiding it.
Yes, he's hiding.
Remember, big Snoopy's hiding in
Until
the same
about
place,
age 3,
but little Snoopy's
kids
hiding.
never get that the model symbolizes the real room.
Nope.
Sheep, that's where I put the little can. See it? Okay, I'm gonna go hide the real one.
So in one way, Sheba is sharper than the average 2.5-year-old human.
Don't cheat. I'll be right back.
There's no doubt that
I'll be
Sheba
right
sees
back.
the model as representing the real room. And if that isn't abstract thinking, I don't know what is.
Okay, I hid it. Where is it? Where did I hide it? Can you remind me? Remind me where I put it. Right there. Okay, see if you can get it for me. Hurry. Go on. Oh, you found it? All right. Good work. Good work.
Cool, huh? Well, stick around. In the next episode, we're going to take a look at my buddy Kanzi in an episode that I'm going to call Camping with Your Cool Cousin Kanzi. So, see you then.